public access to some of those meetings. I don't know, but that's either intentionally misleading us, or it's out and out lies to get our votes. And I want answers.
I appreciate your concern, but if you have legal concerns, then I invite you to contact the state and have that looked through. So, thank you.
I don't have
Mayor Pro Tem, you're limiting the public comments when you're talking about closing down an entire city department, and I think that Cortez citizens should have the opportunity to put some comments in that process. I understand we're not deciding it tonight, but let us put comments in the process. You've limited an entire city of 8,000 people to 6 people that can comment.
You're
On
here.
our agenda, I mean, we can bring up changing the public comment, at the next meeting, but
How do we get it on the agenda? Because we don't have any public say on the agenda.
Mayor Pro Tem, since we are adjourned and so on, we can't really undo that. If it pleases the
I believe
council,
Robert's Rules of Order says she has to have
can
a
I
motion.
finish my statement here? If it pleases the council, I'd be more than happy to sit here. I'll listen. And I'm the one that complaints come to anyway. Happy to listen. I'll sit right here.
I think everybody needs, this is a public deal, everybody needs to feel what's happening with the public. My job, what's happening with my job. I have 2 kids and a wife, and I support them with my paycheck. Is that gonna be gone indefinitely? Or I was told I might have a position in the city? It's very concerning to me because I have to deal with this. You all don't. So you can make up your own mind. I'll find something to take care of my family. I guess that's how it goes. So, thank you very much. And I appreciate you listening.
Seems to me they've forgotten to work for.
Excuse me.
Do we have further public comments?
Go for it. Yeah, I have a comment.
Wait, Susan.
Lisa Passo, 515 Texas. I know this isn't in the minutes. When I saw the information on February 8th that the city was possibly looking to close the refuse department, my first thought was confusion. The city of Cortez has provided trash service in-house for 40 plus years. Quickly, I logged onto the City of Cortez website and looked at the financials. The most recent I could find was June 2021, but it showed a net revenue. After more research, all the financial statements still show a net revenue. People are up here talking about, is there a loss, isn't there a loss? The city manager is saying there are loss. We have no financials to look at. If you want to stop the buzz and the stir up, we need concrete answers. We need concrete numbers. After reviewing the numbers, my focus became the 8 employees of the department. 8 community members that may lose their jobs, their health insurance, their retirement. 8 community members that are a part of us. I'm told we are keeping the recycling department, which generally operates at a loss year after year. I'm all for recycling, but are we really placing the value of a plastic water bottle over these 8 employees? I am speaking today as a 5th generation citizen of Cortez. I grew up here, graduated from MCHS, and returned here after college to start a business downtown. So let me tell you about these 8 men who could possibly lose their jobs. First, they love this city and work hard to keep it beautiful. So many people have sent messages the past 2 weeks citing time after time these workers have gone above and beyond to help the elderly, to help our veterans, to clean up excess trash. They pick up our trash in the rain, sleet, and yes, the snow, like this morning. When most of the city employees retreated to their homes during the COVID pandemic, these employees kept picking up the trash. Trash, mind you, that at the start of COVID, no one had any idea if it was contagious and or dangerous. They continued to pick it up. Together, these 8 employees have over 125 years of service to the city of Cortez. 6 of them grew up here. They could have left like so many of our young people, but they stayed. They stayed for lower wages than could be made in a bigger city because they love this community. They raised families here. Some are still raising families. They've served in the community. Between them, They have helped with the farmers market, led youth organizations, been 4-H leaders, coached in our local schools, given to fundraising efforts, coached Little League teams. They're active tribal members, helped with FFA, and helped the elderly. They are our neighbors and friends. We are not talking about employees that come and go, but rather stable community members. I'm an accountant and a small business owner. I understand cutting costs, increasing revenue, budgets, etc. I'm also a tax-paying citizen who desires our city leaders to be good stewards of the revenue they are entrusted with. We have some brilliant minds in this city. I'm certain solutions can be found to keep our refuse department within the city and keep these dedicated employees. In the current depressed economy, why would we add 8 more names to the unemployed? The city manager keeps saying an outside vendor could possibly absorb these employees, but there are no guarantees in the private sector. We can't force an outside vendor to absorb the employees. I deal daily with many private businesses in this area, and there are very few that offer health insurance and retirement. Are we so concerned about the maintenance on a truck that we would force a community family to lose their health insurance? Please tell me we are not. We're sitting here tonight talking about moving money to Cortez Community Network, moving it here, and yet you're talking about people losing their health insurance. After researching the past 2 weeks, I have more questions than when I started. I could focus on the numbers, on the loss, net revenue, on the number of trucks and years, the abuse of executive sessions, the recycling program, status of the audits, limiting public comments. There's so much I could speak about, and I'll be glad to speak to anybody. But I really just want you, the council, to think, and you, the city manager, to really think about the effect on 8 families and what we will lose as a community if you choose to close this department. We can find solutions. We can't replace dedicated employees and community members. Thank you.
Thank you.
I kind of like to talk for a second. So, my name's Tyler Underwood. I live at 631 Baker. I just kind of want to know what's going on. I wish we could talk about it, on like why we're really going to be dropping these guys. I've been there for 2.5 years. These guys have been pretty amazing, really. Sometimes I forget to bring my trash down. If they notice that, they'll sometimes run up and grab it. If there's excess trash, you know, they'll grab it, throw it away. And I have a 2-year-old daughter who like loves seeing them. She comes out and, you know, waves at them, and they will stop for a little bit and kind of wave back at her. Like, I don't know, I just think it's pretty awesome what they do, and I don't know how we're gonna get better than that, you know? I think we're gonna lose out on the little things that they do if we kind of ship that out. I mean, I don't know, if we're losing money, I feel like a lot of us would be willing to pay a little bit more to keep these guys around. And if we do ship it out and we sell all of our stuff, and then they can just start raising the prices on us. I mean, what are we gonna do then? And once they do that, they raise the prices on us, I mean,